for bringing your exciting vision that everyone brought into. Well done on your first year in the hot seat. Congrats on bringing an exciting brand of footy back to the Pies that we were fortunate enough to witness this year. Our S&C crew, our medical team, our trainers and interns, our fitness went to a new level this year, and we were always in the best hands should something go wrong. And unfortunately, a couple of things did, injury-wise. To Tess, Plum, our ops and property crew, and match day staff, thank you so much for making us as sharp off the field as we looked on the field. To Steph Chiocci, Ash Brazel and Brie Davey, for not only leading with distinction but inspiring us all, thank you so much. You've been courageous, you've been authentic, and you've walked the walk of true Magpies leaders. To our CEO, Mark Anderson, for your amazing support, also amazing from our executive team and board who were always there at our games. I'm super proud to have watched the growth in the last 18 months of this team, and to see our Lauren Butlers, our Geordie Allens and our young brigades just take a massive step up. But also our old girls. I mean, how good was it to see Stacey Stacker Livingston have her best year ever and make the All-Australian squad? Collingwood Footy Club prides itself on community. And as much as I was inspired, and we all were inspired by our women on the field, I was equally as inspired with them off the field. Serving meals to the homeless and disadvantaged at our Magpies Nest Cafe, side by side with Rowie, Ebony O'Day, Erica Fowler and Chloe Malloy on a skateboard was certainly one of my favourite days of work this year. So congrats to all our award winners tonight. I cannot wait to see what AFLW Season 5.0 holds for the Magpies. Thanks, Glenn.
Well done, Jane, and congratulations to you as well for all the hard work that you do behind the scenes to get the girls out on the park every week. It's no easy task, and we know you do it very passionately. Well, someone who is equally as passionate about women's sport, especially here at Collingwood, is the president, Eddie Maguire. He can't be with us tonight because he's on the box himself, but he recorded this message for us. So over to you, Ed.
Hello everyone. Unfortunately, I can't be with you on the video tonight because I'm on Fox Footy trying to make a quid like everybody else at the moment. But can I just say on behalf of everyone in the Collingwood Football Club, last season was just fantastic. The standard of play was quite amazing, and there was just a real energy about the place last year that I thought our women's program really came of age. Off the back of our VFL Premiership win, the AFLW was just fantastic last year, and I think we're just on the verge of doing something quite significant. I think it's going to be a big period for the Collingwood Football Club men's and women's program, and of course the netballers as well, and the wheelchairs for that matter. But I just get this feeling we're just about to click big time. Thank you so much for everything this year. A couple of people I just want to have a bit of a yell at to Chops, to Jamie, just fantastic performance, to Jamie Lambert and to Shani Leighton, our two All-Australians. Chops has just been fantastic, consistently a great player in the AFL competition. Shani, well, you're a freak. A year ago, you looked like a giraffe on roller skates at times out there on the ground, and your enthusiasm was fantastic. 1 year later, you're an All-Australian ruckman, going with, of course, your magnificent career as an international netballer. It makes you one of the greatest athletes Victoria has ever produced. And I say that because Ash Brazel did exactly the same thing. A superstar in our football team, being picked again for Australia in the netball, despite all the politics, was able to get her way back because of sheer talent. And of course, so we're so sad when you did your knee, Ash, but great news, of course, with the baby. So it was an up and down year for you, but you've been fantastic. You're just one of our all-time greats. Other people I just want to give a mention to as well. I want to thank Chloe Malloy for showing what it's like to dedicate yourself to get back from injury and play sensational footy. Chloe, with a year under your belt, you're going to be fantastic next year. And finally, I just want to say to our two leaders, to Steve Simmons and to Steph Chiocci, our captain, Steve, thank you for bringing a standard of play and an energy to the place and the tactics that really just blossomed through the course of the year. It was an absolute joy to watch the Collingwood women's team in action. I love the fast play on football. I just loved everything about it. And Steph, as always, being a fantastic leader on the ground. I'm pumped about next season. I'm delighted with what we're able to achieve last year, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do. It's going to be a funny old year. We'll work through it all together. Side by side, as always, we stick together. Congratulations on a fantastic season.
Thank you, Ed, and well said. You're always so passionate, as I mentioned earlier, about women's sports. Great to have you as the president of this great club. Well, one of the most exciting things about 2020, as I mentioned earlier, was our 4 debutantes. BRIANNA Davey, who crossed over from Carlton, made her debut in round 1 alongside Alana Porter and SHERIDAN, who came all the way over from Ireland. And then in round 2, Ebony O'Day pulled on the boots as well for Collingwood. And we've put together this little package of our debutantes from 2020.
Late down to Davey.
Bowen gets her kick away, but Porter playing in front.
And that's the scouting report on Ebony O'Day. Good tackle on Brazel. Got the hands free. Porter kicks to the middle of the ground.
And SHERIDAN bangs the Magpies' second goal through.
Well done, and congratulations to all our debutants in 2020. We love what you brought to the club. And tonight we have an award for Best First Year Player. And to present that award, we welcome back our GM of Women's Sport, Jane Woodlands-Thompson. Jane, can you please tell us who the winner is?
It gives me great pleasure to announce the Best First Year Player, brought to us by Coles. This year it'll be a shared trophy. So congratulations to Alana Porter and SHERIDAN for tying the honours this year.
Congratulations, girls. You're both absolutely outstanding this year, and can't wait to see what you can do next year. Well, one of the big reasons behind this team being so successful in 2020 was the man at the wheel, and that is, of course, the coach, Steve Simmons. Steve, you're with us tonight, and I'll throw over to you now. You have a few words.
Thanks, Glenn. Yeah, good evening all. Obviously, this is a little bit different doing it this way, but it's great that we've been able to get together tonight and I guess celebrate the season that we've had, but also to honour some really strong individual performances that have happened throughout the season. So, I guess we only played the 7 games this season, but a real positive aspect is that we took some really giant strides, not only with our performances on the field, but what we've done off the field as far as our program and the way we train, and starting to develop some really good high performance habits. We've really taken some really great steps there, which really has laid us really great foundation, but it's also now, we've got a really exciting future ahead, and we've just got to keep working towards that. So fantastic season and a great start, something that we should be really proud of. Obviously, Steph has started off with a really great speech for a start and has thanked a lot of people along the way, and so has Jane. But I'd just like to add my thanks to a few people as well. And obviously, we can't get onto the field and perform the way we are without a number of people. But the first people I'd like to thank is our members and our fans. The support we get from all our members and fans towards our games and towards our trainings, and that we certainly appreciate. We love nothing more than watching after we have a win and watching you guys celebrate just as much as us, and your passion and loyalty towards our team and your support all the way through is not forgotten, and it's not lost on us. And we're certainly proud to be able to present you guys, and we know that you ride all our punches all the way through, whether win, lose or draw, and we certainly appreciate your support. Obviously, for us to be able to get onto the park, we've got to have some really great support off the field, and we're very fortunate to have some really strong sponsorship through CGU, Avid Property Group, Julia Balderstone and a crew from Coles, and obviously our coaches partner Optus as well, who these sponsorship groups have supported us all the way through and make our job a hell of a lot easier to get onto the field. And without them, you know, we need to have these people supporting us, and it gives us a chance to put those black and white stripes onto the field and display what we've got. So again, thank you very much. To the club board with Eddie, and also the management with Mark and Jane, thank you so much for investing into our program and giving us the support all the way along. The facilities you provide and the resources you provide us gives us our best opportunity to perform week in, week out. And we really thank you for the way you go about your business and the support and investment you give our women's program. So thank you very much for that. For the staff, we've got so many staff that are so tirelessly working towards our program, and they're always behind the scene doing their work. That ranges from our medical to our wellbeing people, to property, to our trainers, to our strength and conditioning staff, to our game stay staff. We've got a number of people, with too many here to name all tonight, but thank you so much for your efforts. And there's two people I'd specifically like to thank, and that's and Jess Berger for, I guess, allowing and supporting me and making my transition into the club so early on so smooth sailing. And with support with Jane as well, it's made my job a hell of a lot easier, and I certainly thank your support and efforts towards guiding me initially on, so thank you. To the coaching staff, Chloe, Matt, Chris and Mike, your support throughout the year and your roles has been fantastic. The expertise that you've provided the girls to week in, week out, with specifics to improving their game. We've seen a number of our individuals in our team improve week in out, and was supported as well. So thank you so much for not only supporting our players, but also supporting me along the way and helping myself pass our message and our vision across to our playing group. To our families and our partners, thank you for investing and allowing the time to follow the passion that we've got. Your support at home and away from the football field is so important for us being successful as well. Happy home, always real positive environment for our players to come to training all happy and ready to go and actually follow their passions they've got. So the support off the field is so important, and the families to be able to do that. Thank you so much. Finally for me is that thank you to the players. The playing group have been absolutely fantastic. We've obviously come in and made some change, and the way the playing groups actually embraced that, have really absorbed it. Fantastic. So thank you very much for your support. We're so proud of the way you've grasped things and the way you prepare and the way you act and conduct yourselves. And it's so great to witness you guys having some success and winning games and really watching your development moving forward. So congratulations to the players, and thank you so much for your support. Also our player leaders with Steph and Bree and Brazzy, the three of you, your support with me and through the playing group as the leaders was fantastic throughout the year as well. Just one final message before I go. Just we've laid a fantastic foundation this last season, and it's going to be a real shame that if we don't continue to look to strive and continue to build on that and continue to drive our program forward. I really look forward to all of us rolling up our sleeves again, putting our heads down and really working hard to continue to build on what I think we've got a fantastic future, and we've laid a fantastic foundation. So I'd love to see you all get back, work hard, and really continue to build our program to a successful one that we know it can become. So tonight, thank you very much for tonight. Congratulations to all the award winners, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the night. Thank you.
Well done, Steve, and congratulations to you and your whole coaching team. You guys did a fantastic job, and we can't wait to see you work your magic with the girls again next year. It's going to be really exciting. Well, one of the highlights of this year was the 5 nominations that Collingwood had for the All-Australian team. Of course, I speak of Jamie Lambert, Brianna Davey, Shani Layton, Britt Bonnici, and Stacey Livingston. All 5 girls were nominated, and the 2 that made it were, of course, Jamie Lambert and Shani Layton. And we've put together a little graphic to say congratulations to those girls. Put your hands together for
Correct. She is a woman, I tell you that. She liked my comment, I got really excited.
Well, they all piped up pretty loudly there, didn't they? Well, now it's time to announce our winning goal kicker or leading goal kicker for 2020. And we've prepared this little video, so here you go.
Hosking shows way too much of the football. It was a dangerous kick.
Best young players in the competition. Strong tackle there. Pops it over the top for Membry. Oh, great contest from both girls. We know Membry will keep her eye on the ball.
Wow.
She's
making the best of her second AFLW chance and gets one on home soil. Membry calls for it. She's going to be outnumbered in the air and she still takes the grab. Makes good contact. Has it got the legs? She can't miss.
Well, congratulations to Jordan Membry on an outstanding season up forward and taking out the leading goal kicker award. Congratulations. Well, it's now time to pay recognition to one of our founding players in Emma Grant, who was recruited to the club when we first started. We love everything that she does, both on and off the field. And just as our little way of saying thank you, Granny, we've put together this little package of your time at Collingwood. Enjoy.
20 metres out. Good mark, Emma Grant.
Grant in position A though.
Keeps it alive, brings it back inside and creates a scoring opportunity. 25 out, slide angle, chips the kick, but it's straight. And the Pies get their second.
Congratulations, Granny, another famous number 5. And we can't wait to see what life holds for you after football. I know you're really keen on your coaching and we wish you all the best from everyone here at Collingwood. You'll always be black and white. Well, it is now time to hear from the CEO of Collingwood, Mark Anderson, who joins us online now. Mark, over to you.
Thanks, Glenn, and great to be with everyone. And clearly a very bizarre best and fairest this year, and quite unique. But I've got to say the event catering at our event was just superb, and the after party promises to be massive. I did promise to host the after party this year, and it will be huge. It'll just be myself and Michelle, and so I would have had you all here, but unfortunately, I promised in the wrong year. But hopefully you enjoy the after party as well at your own places. Look, what a unique and roller coaster year it was for Collingwood AFLW team. It was a year where we out of the finals, back in the finals, and then performed incredibly well in the final against North Melbourne. 2020 was a season of amazing progress, and you've heard that from our skipper and our coach. It was a year where we all started out confident that we'd make progress, that the building blocks were in place, that we'd put the right things in place, with Steve coming in as our new coach, with Chotch stepping out of full-time work to really devote herself to being skipper, and from Jane and all of the staff that worked so hard. We were really confident that we'd have a season that would escalate us significantly beyond where we were in 2019. But as we know in elite sport, expectation and potential can often fizzle, but what we were really pleased with was the season we put out on the park, and massive credit to Steve and all of the coaches who did an amazing job, as Eddie said in his intro, playing an attractive brand of footy, and we really took a significant step forward. To Jane and all the committed, hard-working staff that just worked absolutely tirelessly in support of all the players, you've done an amazing job, and the progress we made is very much attributable to you. And to Steph and to all of our players, amazing. As we've heard from a few people, you could really touch and feel the energy that was around the AFLW team this year, and it was a great vibe, a great energy. It was united, but importantly, really professional and focused on the job that we needed to do. And we know on that point that there's a massive amount of work and effort for us to really relieve or take hold of the dream that we've all got. And what I loved in that trauma and disappointment after the really close loss to North Melbourne, actually the response in the room from our players and our coaches was that disappointment and the real hunger and the knowledge that we've got it in our grasp, and in striving, taking that next step and being really focused on the job at hand, that we will get to that ultimate prize. But tonight is about celebrating the great achievements of season 2020. I want to congratulate all of the players, all of the coaches and all of the staff for what was a really great season of progress and some great personal accolades that were achieved across the way. But importantly, in recognising season 2020, it's been mentioned by a few people, I do also want to acknowledge our great partners. In these COVID ridiculous times, our partners are just critical to us putting our team on the park. So to Kath Bosson at CGU, to Avid, Optus, TAC and Julia at Coles, it is massively appreciated what you contribute to the club. So thank you very much. So have a great night, enjoy, and see, obviously Chops has taken a significant lead, but I reckon as we get through the count that you'll see that lead close, and will she take it out at the end? We'll all stay tuned. So back to you. Thanks, Glenn.
Thank you, Mark, and thank you to all the staff here at Collingwood that work so hard alongside Mark and the team here to get the girls out on the park every week. And Mark, I'll ask you to stay with us because we've got another award to present, and this award is one of the most highly regarded awards at any football club. It is, of course, the Players' Player. This means that you know, if you win this award, it means that the players love what you do on the field and they love what you do off the field. And it's the one award I think every player wants to have in the trophy cabinet. So Mark, I'll throw back to you and you'll announce who our winner is for Players' Player of 2020.
Thanks, Glenn, and absolutely reinforce those comments that achieving this award is massive because it is recognition from your peers and those that see you and in all the training sessions and out on the park in the course of the battle. So it is a massive accolade and award, and I'm extremely pleased to announce the 2020 Players' Player, brought to you by Avid, our great partners, is Shani Layton. Congratulations, Shani.
And probably you could say the most improved player in the competition in Shani Layton.
Come on, Shani.
Here she is, right in front. And it's
Fowler, and there's Layton.
Oh, no.
It's effective. The Magpies get the response and are in front.
Now go in the Cunningham direction. Layton, can she kick it from 40 out on a 45-degree angle? It doesn't look pretty, but it's effective. And look at the celebration from Big Shani. Or she'll try and take on Shani Layton. Back to herself, but Shani Layton wasn't going to fall for that one.
She really is a barometer for their energy level, Shani Layton. She lays another one there on Bruton. Layton the target, that's a great mark, and Shani Layton really having an impact.
Oh, congratulations, Shani Layton, who, let's face it, has done absolutely everything in sport, as Ed mentioned earlier, has won titles in netball at the top level, represented Australia, captain of Australia, All-Australian, and now Players' Player here at the Magpies. And I've just been told, unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties and we can't get it a log back in at the moment, but we've got some questions that we'd like to answer, like to ask her. And as soon as we get Shani back online, we'll go to her, because I'm sure you're all wanting to know what she's been up to in the lockdown and what's happening with the wedding, because that's been postponed, and what life is like for Shani Layton at the moment with everything that's going on. But while we're trying to get hold of Shani again, what we'll do now is we'll announce the next award, which is the best player in finals. And that award goes to Britt BONNICI. Congratulations, Britt. Britt had a outstanding final game against North Melbourne, picking up 20 disposals, 3 tackles and 3 marks. Well, it is now time to look at rounds 4 to 6 and the final. Let's take a look at who performed well, and then we will go to the votes and have a look at who's going to take home the awards.
Round 4 saw the Magpies take on the D's under the roof at Marvel Stadium. Shani Layton was again amongst the goal scorers, Jamie Lambert was again in everything, and Sarah Rowe finished with 2 goals as the Magpies went down to the D's by 20 points. The Magpies travelled to Morwell for round 5 to take on the Western Bulldogs. Chloe Molloy had a day out and the Magpies had winners all over the field. BRIANNA Davey was strong with 30 possessions, Jamie Lambert was again unstoppable with 24 disposals, BONNICI celebrated her 23rd birthday with 18 possessions and 4 tackles, 3 goals from Molloy, 2 from Sophie Alexander and Sarah Rowe, and 1 from Jordan Membry helped the Magpies to a 32-point victory. In round 6, the Magpies headed north to take on Brisbane. BONNICI starred with 26 disposals, 10 of those contested. Bri Davey had 22 and Jamie Lambert 16 disposals and 6 tackles, who alongside the skipper, Steph Chiocci, with 18 disposals, controlled the game for the Magpies. Goals from Sarah Rowe, Sophie Alexander, Chloe Molloy, Sarah Darcy and Jordan Membry saw the Pies enjoy another solid win to the tune of 29 points. With the season cut short due to COVID-19, the Pies headed straight into a knockout semi-final against the Kangaroos. Jordan Membry got the Pies on the board early and brilliant goals from Michaela Cann, Chloe Molloy and Sarah Darcy had the Pies in front at half-time. Steph Chiocci had another solid game on the wing, Chloe Molloy was again dominant at both ends of the ground and BONNICI was damaging with 20 disposals and 5 inside 50s. It was a great performance, but in the end the Pies went down by 2 points as their 2020 season came to a close.
Shani Layton. She is in fact with Jamie Lambert. She's at Chop's house. So Shani, are you there? Can you hear me?
I am here with my friends because we're allowed to be here, which is great. Yeah, I was just hiding out in the corner. Sorry, Glenn.
Oh, that's okay. I was a bit worried when we couldn't find you. But back to your award, Players Player. How good is footy and knowing that all your teammates absolutely love you?
Oh, I love you guys so much. Like, you just have no idea how much it means to me. I was just sitting down here in the corner on my beanbag and, like, my heart is just so warm. And you were so right, Glenn. Like, any award, I've got a lot of them. No, I'm just joking about it in my career. But, no, but honestly, the best award you could ever get for me is Players Player. And it's just because, I don't know, I love our team. I love how much we give to each other and how much we've grown, and it means the absolute world to me. I still don't think I'm that good. I still have a long way to go, but I've got all of you around me, and so thank you so much. I genuinely love the hell out of all of you. So, mwah.
And what clicked for you in 2020? Because what you did on the field this year was absolutely remarkable, and the way that the midfield group really clicked. How was 2020 different for you?
I think just playing VFL and really getting to know each other and just literally just having more games together. That's why I hope AFLW continues to grow, because we just got to learn. Like, I knew where Chops was going to be and I knew where Bri Davey was going to be, and I can just hear their voices. And that was probably one of the things that came over from netball, was knowing to be able to hear and be able to get to the ball in those directions, but also just learning the more effort I was putting in to back myself a lot more than what I did in the first season, because let's face it, I had no idea what I was doing. It was just getting that more experience, seeing how the girls went about their business. And I just think, like, a huge thanks to Steve and the whole new coaching crew that came in. Like, they just really implemented some really great work ethic, a really great game plan that was easy to follow. And that's what I need in life in general. So I think just the combination of having great players around me that helped push me, such as a supportive, positive environment, plus positive coaching, a hard work ethic, and it can take anyone anywhere.
I think you're being a little hard on yourself. Your first season wasn't that bad, but this year was absolutely amazing to watch. And you mentioned netball, and you've done it all. As I mentioned earlier, you've won premierships at the highest level. You played for the Diamonds. You captained the Diamonds. And now you've become an All-Australian AFLW player alongside, and the only other person to do that is your good mate Ash Brazel, who will be at home with Brooke tonight and the bub. So how does it feel to make it to that top level now in AFL and get that recognition?
Well, I have Brazzy to thank for it at the end of the day, because I saw, obviously, Braz come over and she was just having such a great time, and I knew how much she loved footy because she loved being around the camaraderie of the girls, and that made me want to come over and have a crack at it as well. So thanks, Brazzy, you're the best. And as I said, like, you can only do as well as what an environment suits. And so I think if I had have come over and hadn't have been in an environment where I had positivity around me, then I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be able to do that. But the enjoyment and the passion and everything that I get from football is completely different to netball, and I love it. So as I said before, just a huge thanks to everyone for making this such an enjoyable experience for me. Like, footy's the best.
And you're very much a people person and a hugger, and someone who loves to share the love. How have you been handling isolation, and what's happening with the wedding? The wedding's been postponed, obviously. When are we? What are the plans, and how are you coping?
Yeah, look, struggling. Can't hug anyone, it sucks. My fiance is still up in Wagga, and Mildura, and we're not getting married. We just don't see each other, which, who knows, it could be longevity for the relationship, really. But with the money that we got from the wedding in Hawaii, we did get a lot of money back, which is great. And we ended up buying a house instead. So new, different celebration. So can't afford to get married now, but we do have a house. So that is a win out of the situation, and making the most out of it at this time. And we've got some balloons here with 19 from the back. I don't think we got a medal. Oh, and I broke it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so it's my big head. It's just in the room. Yeah, so I have been struggling a little bit, but I'm sure everyone is, and just taking this time to be a little bit of quiet, and we'll just get married whenever it suits. I think I'm still lucky to be working, which, you know, a lot of people are struggling, so taking it in my stride.
Well, Shani, congratulations on taking home the Player Award. I think it's one of the best awards you can win at any football club, especially Collingwood, because like I said earlier, it means everyone loves what you do, both on and off the field. So congratulations, and we love watching you. And based on your progress from last year to this year, we can't wait to see what you do next year. So congratulations on taking home the award.
Thanks, everyone, and great work emceeing. Lenny, keep it up.
Thank you. Well, now it's time to announce the winners and give away our awards for the best and fairest, presented by CGU. We'll go 3, 2, and then to the winner. Coming in at third place this year is...
Davey starting to have a big impact in this game as well. Gets the 1-2, wins the clearance. Davey breaks away for about 3 tackles.
Davey right there to take her down.
Terrifically done by Lake down to Davey.
Davey will come busting through. Fashions a kick off her left. Bonnici's just come back onto the ground.
Congratulations to Brianna Davey, who is third tonight in our best and fairest. We love that she's come over from the Blues. And you followed up from such a huge, you were all Australian in won best and fairest at Carlton in 2017 and last year, and all Australian team in 2007 as well. You're an absolute champion, and we love what you've brought to Collingwood. So congratulations on being third tonight in the best and fairest, and we can't wait to see you back out there next year. Well, it's now time to announce our runner-up in the best and fairest, and our runner-up is...
Tough ball to be won. Guess who? Bonnicici at the bottom of the pack again. She is hard at it.
Bonnicici doing some hard work in and under.
A couple of big tackles already from Bonnicici.
Bonnicici, strong tackle, will get the free kick.
Started well, Bonnicici.
Well done, Britt, and a huge round of applause from everyone.
Oh, thank you.
You finished third in 2019, so based on that, you finished third last year, you finished second this year. It means hopefully you'll take it out next year. But we just absolutely love the way you go about your footy. Like I've mentioned with some of the other girls, both on and off the field. You're a leader in other ways, in all the little things that you do, putting your head over the footy and going so hard. And yeah, we actually absolutely love what you do in the black and white stripe. So again, please put your hands together for. That only leaves one award left, and of course, the winner, based on all the package that we've seen, the winner of the 2020 Collingwood AFLW Best and Fairest is Jamie Lambert.
Oh, Lambert with a strong tackle. And Lambert again. Here's Spark. Her kick smothered by Lambert.
Beautiful spin. A blind turn from Lambert.
They're outnumbered deep, but it didn't matter. Lambert's taken the mark and kicked the goal.
There's the hit out. Press Barker's taken down solidly. Big hit. And through comes Lambert. Delivers inside 50. Carlton under some pressure. Sheridan again was clean. Lambert followed on. Gets it to Darcy. She'll play on. Running on open goal. And the Pies are running hot.
This to cut it to just 3. And Lambert gets the job done.
Sucks in the oxygen. On the approach, Jamie Lambert almost directly in front. She is a perfect 10.
Congratulations, Jamie Lambert. Big round of applause, everyone. Absolutely dominated this year. Oh, the streamers are out there, Chops. I know that you're not big on the whole public speaking thing and you know, awards, but you're pretty much at home tonight, so you should be nice and relaxed. How does it feel to win your second Best and Fairest for Collingwood, which of course goes alongside your VFLW Best and Fairest? How does it feel to take home the award?
Yeah, it's obviously a really big honour, but I have to thank all of my teammates because I wouldn't have won this without them. And it's a team sport. It's not an individual sport. It's about the team, and the team was unbelievable this year. So thanks to the team, really.
Oh, nonsense, Chops. You were awesome. Now, Chops, you're in your third year at the club. Things, like I said to Shani earlier, things look like they really clicked, especially with that midfield group this year. We were good all over the park, but especially in the centre of the ground, things look like they really clicked. What was different about 2020 for you?
Well, like Shani said earlier, she obviously improved immensely. And then with the inclusions of Davey and Chloe and just even Steve coming in with his new coaching staff with Cliffo and Creeper and C-Mac still, like everything just clicked. Something about the pre-season this year was different and it felt really good. So.
Now, you mentioned Shani. What's it like playing in the midfield with Shani Layton? Because I'm not sure she knows what's going on. I'm not sure anyone else around her knows what's going on. So how do you know what's going on? Because you seem to feed off her really well, and the ball being palmed down here. But what's it like to play in the midfield with Shani?
Well, to be honest, I don't know what's going on. I think me and Chance don't know what's going on together, so it works really well. If I'm not getting it, Britta's getting it. If Britta's not getting it, Breeza's getting it. If Shani doesn't take it out of the ruck herself, like it just works. It's really great to be a part of right now.
Well, you look like you were really enjoying your footy, and what's it been like for you with the whole COVID-19 situation? How's lockdown been treating you, and what have you been up to?
Life's kind of pretty normal. I'm still at work and it's been really busy. So we're involved in hand sanitizers and antibacterial stuff. So actually a lot of overtime, and with all the running and gym programs we've got to do, I'm actually still just pretty normal. Just hanging out with my dog Nala a bit more and probably playing a bit too much Fortnite with Chev and Choch. So yeah, I mean, I want football back, but I'm in a pretty good headspace right now.
Oh, I didn't know you were a gamer, so the guys here will be pretty keen to get you on Twitch and get you on for a live stream and see if we can tee up some games with some of the other players. And if you're as good at gaming as what you are at footy, it'll be great to watch. Now, I'm sure you've got a few people that you'd like to thank too.
Yeah, of course. First, I'll start with the sponsors with Avid Group, Coles, CGU. Thank you for your sponsorship all year. My boss at Sticky Labels, Justine, you're a legend. Thank you so much for all the time you give me. And you just make work and football life really simple. Thanks to mum and dad, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins that come to all the games, friends and family, to Tessie, to Jen, Plum, to all the staff, to Mike, to Steve, obviously, to Cliffo. Cliffo, you're amazing this year. Thanks to Nala for being the backbone. But yeah, thanks to all the girls. Fernie Fern and all the cheer squad, thank you guys. Yeah, just everyone. Like, this year was amazing, and I haven't signed a contract, but I will be signing one. Bring on 2021.
Let's
I know
that you're going to stay here at Collingwood. We're very happy. As the commentator said on that last little bit of the package that we put together, you're a 10 out of 10. You're absolutely awesome to watch, and we love what you do here at Collingwood. So congratulations again. Our winner tonight, Jamie Lambert.
Time for 1 year because you didn't. Track 6.
The leaderboard so we can see how all the votes polled for all the top 10 players in the vote. So as you can see, Jamie Lambert way out in front, had an absolutely phenomenal year. Britt Bonnici coming in second was fantastic. BRIANNA Davey in her first year as a Pie, also fantastic. Shani Layton, you nearly made top 3 there, Shani. So could have been taking 2 awards home tonight. Bad luck. Stacey Livingston was rock solid down back all year, had a fantastic year. As well, the skipper, Steph Chiocci, what she did both on and off the field this year was spectacular, the way she leads the club. Great example for all the players. Sarah Darcy also had a great year up forward. Who knows what could have happened for Ash Brazel if she didn't go down with that knee injury. And Brazzy, we're all missing you, and we can't wait to see you back in here training, especially on the netball court, because whether you're on the netball court or the footy court, you absolutely light it up. So big shout out to you and Brookie at home with Louis. And finishing off the top 10 there is Chloe Malloy, who was actually equal with Ash Brazel, and coming in at number 10, Lauren the Wiz Butler. So well done, Wiz, on a fantastic year. As Mark and Eddie said, girls, we can't wait for you to all roll up your sleeves and see what you can produce next year. What you did this year was absolutely awesome to watch, and we all absolutely loved it. So congratulations to all of you. Enjoy the off season. Big thank you to everyone here at the club that contributed to the year, both on and off the field. There are so many people that work really hard to bring it all together so these girls can get out on the park. And one person I'd particularly like to mention is Alana Mullen, who does all the social media with the guys. She travels with the team. She writes articles. She works really, really hard and does great work. So Alana, thank you. Awesome job. That's it for all of us signing off for the Collingwood AFLW 2020 Awards. We'll see you next year. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye. Go, Glenn.
Glenn.
Bye.
Glenn.
Bye.